Hey, welcome to Tasty Thursday. Did you know that May is National Barbecue Month? Well, I didn't until just the other day, and so I thought, well, let's just do one barbecue recipe every week during the month of May to celebrate. We already missed last week, so we're getting started a little bit late, but today's recipe will be great. Okay, today's recipe is called Hickory Chicken. It is one of our taste testers' very favorite things to get at a local restaurant here where we live. So I've duplicated the recipe at home, and I think he likes it just as well, but we'll find out. So right now the chicken is on the grill. You just use regular chicken breast and put that on the grill. And I've got some potatoes cut up that we're going to mash in a few minutes. But the first thing we're going to do now is I've had some requests for the almond green beans that I've mentioned making before. So today we're going to make those as our first step. So you'll need your adult assistant to do this part for you. I've melted just a couple pats of butter on the stove, and I've chopped up some almonds. And so what we're going to do is just drop our almonds right into our butter that's nice and hot, and mix those around. And I usually just do a handful. You can put in as many almonds as you would like. And you do this before you cook the beans. So that's why we're doing this. You don't see any green beans yet, but they're coming. So I'm going to finish chopping up these almonds. And our potatoes should be done in just a minute. Our chicken is almost ready to flip. We're busy in our kitchen today. And then, so I'm going to put the rest of these almonds in. I'm going to go flip the chicken over. And by the time I come back from doing that, our potatoes will be ready to drain, and then we'll get those ready to mash. So I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, I just took our chicken off the grill. So a good thing to do when you're making chicken or steak off the grill, take it off a little bit before you think it's done, because even though once you take it off the grill, it keeps cooking for a little bit. So if you leave it on the grill until it's completely done, then by the time you cut into it, it's going to be too dry and tough. So just a little inside tip there. So our potatoes are finished cooking. So I've drained the water, and I put some butter in the bottom of this mixing bowl. And we're going to just mix these up for just a few minutes. Now, one thing that I like to do with potatoes is use what's called Chive and Onion cream cheese. It just adds a nice flavor. So once these get a little bit mixed, like they are now, I'm going to stop it. You might need your adult assistant to help you with this part. And then I just scoop out some of the Chive and Onion cream cheese and just drop it in there. Get it all scraped off my spoon. And then I'm going to start the mixer back up. And just let it go. You can also add a little bit of salt and pepper if you'd like. I usually just add a very tiny bit. Add a little bit of pepper, just enough for flavor. Okay, so we're going to let that mix for just a couple minutes. I'm going to get our ingredients together to assemble our hickory chicken. It's going to be awesome. Okay, we're ready to make our hickory chicken. So I've got our grilled chicken that I've just taken off the grill. Here it is. And what I'm going to do is go ahead and put it right on the serving plate. Now, if you're making this for a lot of people, you could do several of these on the same serving plate. But since we're just doing one for our taste tester, we're just going to go ahead and put it right on the plate. Now, the first thing you're going to do is spread some barbecue sauce on the chicken. And I'm using what's called Original No. 7. That's what our taste tester really likes. So that's what we're using. So we're going to just spread that around so it's all over the chicken. Very nice. Okay, and then the next thing we're going to do is grate a little bit of cheese. Now, I have some Colby cheese. We're going to grate just a little bit, and we can grate it right onto the chicken. Move my plate up here so you can see. We're going to grate it right onto the top of the chicken. Just a little bit, just enough for some really good cheesy flavor. Okay. That looks pretty good. And then the very last thing we're going to do is cut up some Roma tomatoes. And Roma, you can use any kind of tomato. I like to use Roma tomatoes. They're the little ones that kind of look like little ovals, or big eggs, big red eggs too. So we're going to just cut our tomato into just little tiny squares. and then we're going to just lay it right on top. Now, I've got my potatoes finished. They're ready to just be scooped out and eaten up. My green beans are cooking, my almonds are toasted. We've had a lot going on today, but we've gotten it all done at the same time. And sometimes that is tricky when you're cooking. If you have lots of different things going on, you have one of your items of food will be done before the other, and then the first one gets cold. That's not happening here today. So we've got our chicken. What I need to do now with our green beans is go ahead and add our toasted almonds. So I'm going to dump those into the pan. Stir those around just a little bit, and then our secret ingredient is a little bit of lemon juice. So I'm going to add just a couple squirts of lemon juice. Give that a good stir, and then we're going to get our taste tester. See what he thinks of our fabulous Hickory barbecue meal.